Hello friends. So today we are going to learn lambda expressions. So lambda expressions is a feature of Java 8. So we have to make sure whether Java 8 is installed in our system. So I am using in command prompt. I am running a command java-version. So we can check. Yeah, Java 1.8.0.121 install on my machine. If it is not installed in your machine, then you can download the JDK from Oracle website. Okay, so let's start with Lambda expressions. So Lambda expressions are introduced in Java 8. So this facilitates us to do functional programming. So what is functional programming? Functional programming is to create functions, not a class. So every time if I want to do something in object oriented principle, I have to create a class, and then I have to create a method. But in Lambda expressions, you can create an anonymous method and pass the method in as an argument in another method. So let us understand this by an example. I have a there's a requirement. I want to create a add method which add two floats. So first I have to create a class in object oriented principles. Let us create a class maths and a method add in that class. So let us do some practical of object oriented programming. Then we will switch how we can do this using Lambda expressions. Okay, so let's create a class math. So let's if I want to add these two numbers, so in object oriented programming, I'll create a method public float add, and I'll do something like that. Return a plus b, right? And if I want to perform some other operations like subtract, division and multiplication, so there are two ways. So either I have to add more methods in the same class. Another option is to change this method to as operation, which is generic, and create an instance of operation, which is behavior design pattern. So because there is no interface defined, so let's create an interface operation. And create a method. Right, and from the maths class you just need to do execute, and that's it. So but this interface, there is no implementation available of this interface. So if you want to add these two numbers, you have to create a new implementation of this operation interface. So we have to create another class like add operation. This add operation implements operation, and return a plus b. So and if we want to do like multiplication of two numbers, we have to create another class like multiply operation or division operation. So let us execute this example. I want to create public static void main. So let's remove this. Okay, I want to pass 4.2f and 1.2f. Okay, and m dot operation. Then I have to create a new instance of add operation. So new add operation, and that's it. Let us print the result. Sorry, run as Java application. See, I have got the result. So this is correct. This is the object oriented oops concept. So every time you have to create a new behavior if you want to change the behavior of a method. But in Lambda expressions you can do it very easily. We will discuss this in next slide. So there are two ways, as I told you, either add more methods in the class or use behavior pattern. I have already, as most of the object oriented programmers does, they create different behavior of the same implementation class and they use it. This is called behavior pattern. As we have already seen, pass the implementation of operation in the method as argument. Now how can we replace this implementation? So I don't want to use the implementation. I don't want to create the implementation of the class which is like unnecessary. I don't want to create this add operation class unnecessary. So I want to replace this method as lambda expressions. So let us copy this method. So let us understand what lambda expression is. So this is the method. Okay, so in lambda expression we can assign the method in a variable. So let's see, let's name it add operation equal to. Now let's let us convert this method in lambda expression. So as we know, public we use in class, we don't need this, so remove this. We don't need return type because it is automatically detected by compiler, so remove this. We don't need method name because the method name is something I'm already providing here, so remove this method name as well. So this is your lambda expression. I just want to add one more thing, which is the arrow, and this becomes your lambda expression. So I want to use this lambda expression. Now the question is, what will be the type of this variable? Because in Java, if you don't define the type, you will get compiler error. So in Java 1.8, what they did, they have used the interface as a type of operation, as a type of method. So we have an interface operation, and we have one method executing the operation. So if I want to change the method, so the interface will be the type of operation. Now the compiler is happy. See, there is no compilation error, and implementation of the method. This is called anonymous method, and we can use this method in the argument. So I want to do something m dot operation. I want to call the result again. So let's see, this is result 2, and I want to pass lambda expression in the operation. Okay, so now let us print the result. Okay, so the result 2. Okay, the same result. I've got same result. So that means lambda expression works. Let's do something else, because this operation is an interface, so the return type is already defined over here. So I can remove this return type as well, and this one also. Yep, sounds good. Compiler is still happy. And let us see, I can also, because this argument type is defined in the interface, so I have removed this one and the return type, and the if because this is a single line, as you can see, this is a single line, I can remove this curly braces as well, because I don't need this curly braces in single line. And return statement as well. See, if there is a single line, you don't need to put any return statement. So compiler is still happy with the syntax. And this is the shortest lambda expressions. I can't remove anything otherwise this will not gonna work. So let's run the program. Yep, the result is same. So, and I can remove one line, one more line. So I don't need to assign this in a variable. I can pass this lambda expression as an argument. This is an anonymous function. So let's see. Yep, compiler is still happy. So I want to do some subtraction. Let's see, it's a result 3, and I want to subtract these two numbers, so I can pass the implementation of the method This is not the instance of any class. I don't need to create a implementation of operation class. I just need to create an anonymous function. So let's see what will be the result. Yep, works fine for me. The result is good. So this is the lambda expression. Now let us have a look on interface. So what will happen, suppose if you have created an interface and you contains only one method in this interface. What if someone else, some other developer added another method, suppose do something, what will happen with your program? So this is because add an unimplemented method. So what will happen with lambda expression? The compiler is not happy. It is giving you error because here the compiler is confused that which method he has to invoke. So this is something like not supported in Java, lambda expression. So your interface must contain only one method. So this is the foundation. So how could you restrict other developers to not add another method? So they have provided annotation. You can use functional interface annotation. So functional interface annotation resides in lang Java lang package. So you don't need to import anything. So now your interface is giving error that okay, this is the functional interface. You can create only one method in the interface. The compiler is not even happy with the interface because functional interface does not allow you to put more than one methods. So once you remove the line, okay, the compiler is happy. The code is compiled. See, the Lambda expression is also happy. So this is something functional interface is the annotation that you need to provide if you want to use that interface as the argument of is the type of lambda expression. So I don't need to create any implementation of this class. I'm just going to remove this add and I want to call this lambda expression over here. Or I want to do in different way. I want to define the type of lambda expression. And I want to pass OP over here. Okay, in next video we will do some more advanced programming. So enjoy.